Melissa Natu for ITN.
Hi.
Wonderful. Keeley, Synnøve, it's so good to see you. I have gobbled up this series. It's so watchable. It's just, you can't take your eyes off it. Let me just start, because obviously there's a lot of people who will know the book, don't know much about how the series is looking. How different is it to the book that we know?
Well, it's a modern retelling. I played Dr. Zellaby, who in the book is a man, for one thing. So, we're looking at this story through the female gaze and concentrating on the women, because it is a story about women and about their bodies and their bodies being overtaken by this
alien
life form.
Yeah.
We don't quite know what it is. And so it's very female-centric and quite different.
Very different
from the book.
Synnøve, what do you think is making it so watchable, though? Because once you start, you're like, I want to know what's happening. What do you think about it is just captures people?
I think it's the children. I think seeing children in that way is really, there's so much intrigue there, and it's sort of on the edge of I don't know, there's something so creepy about it, but then also so sort of, I guess I'm not a parent, but I guess from a parent's perspective of, having a baby and this new thing that's going out into the world that you kind of know, but then you also have no idea about. There's something kind of tantalising about that, I think. And
the pace is quite interesting, because it's just Alice Stratton, our director, and it's in the writing really. It's a sort of slow burn, but this heightened feeling of something isn't right here, which keeps going back, I think.
What was it like playing a parent? Like you say, you're not a parent.
No,
but in here,
yeah, it was strange. I have played a parent before in a period drama where I had about 7 children, so it wasn't as bizarre as that. But this felt so because also it's modern day. This character felt very close to me. It was very weird. Although I think it did sort of shift I think going into this, I was quite keen to maybe have a baby at some time soon, and I think this maybe shifted that slightly.
Okay. I can see that.
Not that they were completely joyful.
No, they're amazing.
Well, Keeley, but do your kids know that you have made this show? Do they know much about it?
They do. They don't really take much notice of what I do, to be honest with you. And they're all a bit older now.
I just know if I knew my parents doing something like this, I would try and creep them out as much as possible by acting like those kids. Have they done anything like that?
No, but when they're younger, kids can be quite creepy. There's nothing worse than sort of waking up in the dark in the middle of the night and just a child standing by the bed like that. And we've all been there. I mean, someone told me yesterday that their child had been sleepwalking after they'd seen it, and so that was, that's quite something.
Oh my God!
I wouldn't like that. And having seen this show.
No, how easily creeped out?
That's Claire, actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I mean that's really creepy, isn't it? Sorry to.
That's okay.
Claire,
we can bring everyone. How creeped out are you though? Do you get easily creeped out? Because I wasn't sure when I was knew I had to watch this. I was like, is this going to terrify me? Because I'm not good with anything like that. I was okay with it, but how creeped out do you guys get? Are you to things like that?
When you're in something, it's a different experience, I think, isn't it?
It's very different. You're sort of, you're constantly surrounded by people. You're thinking about lunch. You're it's different. And we got to know the children on a completely different level than any of the viewers will ever see them. So, and just to see them going in and out of character like that was quite something. They are incredible.
I was going to say, what's it like when you weren't filming? Because like you say, we only see them as these really, I'm going to just keep calling them creepy children because that's what they are in the show. We see them as the creepy children, but when you're not filming, what was the vibe like? Was it very light? I guess having that many kids on set must be.
Yeah, a lot of TikTok singing, dancing. I learned some TikToks.
Flossing.
Yeah, learned some new flossing moves.
Yeah, I mean, they're kids, and then they have to go to school on set, and it's like,
of course,
yeah.
I forget they have to
gossip between them,
there was a bit of gossip.
Yeah, bit of gossip.
And the first time you saw them fully done up with their teeth and wigs and everything, was that weird?
Yeah,
Have
they
you
spent
met
much
them
longer in
before?
makeup than us.
Yeah.
For a change,
I
actually,
didn't.
it was quite. Yeah, they were always in there, and they had little booster seats on the hair and makeup truck. It's very sweet and not something you often see. They had, like the hairdressers, they had little boosters, and there were just piles of them everywhere because they were so small. They had to be
So
raised up
sweet, yeah.
to have their wigs on.
Oh my God.
So
Adorable. That sounds adorable.
yeah,
Sweet.
really cute.
We just don't see that side of them,
No.
sadly.
No, really.
Obviously, though, in here, your character is the one who they go to for advice. You're the one, like, trying to find your way through this. In reality, are you the person that all your friends go to for advice?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I would go to you for
Yeah, you
advice.
do.
I would.
Yeah, actually, yeah, maybe.
Has it been nice having that kind of mother-daughter relationship through this? That must have brought you guys closer,
Lovely.
right?
Yeah,
it was
it was
heaven
great.
working with Sin. We have
we
a
had
very
a good
similar
time.
sense of humour.
What is your sense of humour like?
It's quite dark.
Yeah, a
I
little
would
bit
say.
dark. It's quite silly, really.
Yeah, there are things I could laugh about with you that other people just probably would never have talked to me again.
Aw.
And that's a lovely thing to
Yes,
find. isn't it?
absolutely. And like we say, there is this whole supernatural force, I guess we're calling it alien, whatever they are. How much do you believe in all of that? Because I can't make up my mind, in all honesty, about whether I believe there is other life forms out there or whether we are alone in this universe. But how do you feel about the whole supernatural thing? Even like ghosts, all sorts. I'm just like, I sit
I'm
on the
hoping
fence.
someone's out there so they can come and save us.
Yeah.
I mean, we
need-
could do
we
with
need
some help.
saving.
But I mean, who knows? And actually, at this point, nothing would surprise me.
No, exactly.
We've lived through Trump, we've lived through a pandemic,
God.
we've lived through it's been a hell of a last few years. So
Yeah, I think,
if
like,
suddenly some aliens appeared, I don't think it would be that.
I wouldn't.
that surprising.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be without outside the realm of possibility.
No,
Yeah.
and it'll be like,
At
well,
this
at least
point,
it's
I'd-
not another
I'd take it.
pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it look very real, at least in
Yeah.
this, with the whole setting and everything. And even that town, I was like, is that the kind of place you think, if it didn't have creepy children and any of this, do you like that kind of environment? Do you like living out in small towns, or are you more like city girls?
I think naturally I am a city person, but actually throughout the filming, a lot of what I did was just look on Rightmove and send links to Keeley about
Yeah,
where
we
we
were in
should
some very
where we should
pretty
live
places.
and where we should, But then actually reality sets in, and probably watching that, I was like, oh, gosh, I don't want to move.
But that
I wanna
happens
move.
wherever you go.
Yeah,
isn't it?
no,
It's like, oh, this
exactly.
is a nice place.
This is great.
We went to Iceland. We were like, oh, let's look on
Yeah.
Rightmove. It's like, I can't move to Iceland.
Yeah, it's like every time you go on holiday, it's like, I want to move here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure doing stuff like this always changes your perception of things anyway. Certainly gives us a lot to think about. But
Yeah.
like I said, I've gobbled it up, so I'm sure everyone else is when they watch it. So good luck with it.
Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Cool.